What is going on, everyone? Man, there's a lot of cool stuff coming ahead. So, I did some digging and I found some information. I took a couple clips here and there that I found on Reddit and different various places, but I did find some good info on the heart gems and the new gems that are coming out. So this video will be just specifically on the heart gems and as much, information as I could find. And I promise you, when the PTR is out, I will have some good detailed information. But for now, this is all I can get. I wasn't able to do any testing. So here we go. All right, so the heart gems are basically going to be ultimate abilities. Yes, we are going to get ultimate abilities, but we're not going to be getting world bosses. Well, not yet anyway. So what's going to happen is we're going to have an extra slot right under here that we're going to be using with the G key by default. Oh, sorry, Adam. I'm going to bed soon. And there's a bunch of great videos out there showing, what everything looks like, but all I've got is a picture. So this is what it looks like. So the heart gems are basically these runes that you can get that you can equip, and they're gonna pretty much give us like an ultimate ability. So we're gonna have 3 abilities for our weapons and then one out of several quote unquote ultimate abilities. So they're gonna look like this, and we're going to equip them in our rune or heart gem slot, and the default hotkey for it is going to be G, and it's going to be right here. So again, I didn't get to test this, but I was able to find some pictures and, different things, a little bit of footage on what some of the abilities look like. But I do have all the information on every single tier of the heart gems and the different perks that they're going to come with. So we're going to take a look at all of those right now. And basically what you're going to do is every light attack, every heavy attack, and ability that we use is going to fill up our meter right here. And once it's full, we can use it. Like a fury meter or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, once it's full, it's going to light up and you're going to be able to activate it. And some of them seem pretty powerful. Some of them kind of, I guess, don't seem that great, but I can't wait. And again, I know I've said this a million times, but once I'm actually in the PTR, I'm going to show you guys everything. We'll do some testing and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to it. So here's all the different heart gems and the perks that go with them. All right, so the first one we're going to check out is Grasping Vines. Each one's going to have 2 different perks, and we're going to go to the spreadsheet really quick and take a look at what they are. All right, so Grasping Vines summons vines around you that deal 100% rune damage and roots enemies within a 4-meter radius for 3 seconds. So it has Enfeebling Vines, inflicts weaken on successful hits, reducing the target's damage by 20% for 8 seconds, and Leeching Vines, heal for 20% of your damage done to rooted targets. Survivors has Resilient Vines, which you gain Fortify on activation, increasing damage absorption by 20%, but reducing outgoing damage by 20% for 5 seconds. And it has Enfeebling Vines for the second perk, inflicts weaken on successful hits, reducing the target's damage by 20% for 8 seconds. And Dominator's Grasping Vines has Rending Vines, which is pretty badass. Inflicts rend on successful hits, reducing the target's damage absorption by 20% for 5 seconds, but also reducing your stam regen by 50% for 5 seconds, and still has Enfeebling Vines. And then we have Stone Form, and unfortunately I didn't get any footage of that, but here's what it looks like on paper. So Stone Form, harden yourself with layers of stone, cleansing all crowd control debuffs and granting immunity to both stagger and crowd control effects or debuffs for 5 seconds. So Greater has Hardened Form, so you gain additional 10% damage absorption for 5 seconds per hit taken, maximum 30%. And Fortifying Form, damage absorption is increased by 10% while active. And Survivors has Fortifying Form, just like Greater Stone Form does. And it also has Mending Form, so you're going to heal for 75% rune damage per second while active, but outgoing damage is reduced by 20%. So this sounds like it'd be awesome for a healer. And then, or anybody really. And then Dominator Stone Form, you're going to still get Fortifying Form, but you also get unstable form. Stone form explodes when it expires, or when you press the Heartgem ability input again, dealing 200% rune damage within a 3-meter radius, but its duration is reduced by 2 seconds. So this is called Heretic's Fall. Looks really cool. I managed to find a couple clips of that, and let's check out what the perks are. The Heretic's Fall. Fly up into the air, then plummet back down to the ground, staggering and dealing 100% rune damage within a 3-meter radius. Press the Heartgem ability or basic attack input while hovering to trigger the fall immediately. So it comes with Crippling Fall, which inflicts a slow on successful hits, reducing target movement speed by 30% for 4 seconds, and Leeching Fall, heal for 10% or 100% of the damage done. And then Survivors has Leeching Fall and Fortifying Fall, so you gain Fortify on successful hits, 3 hits max, increasing absorption by 10% but reducing outgoing damage by 10% for 5 seconds per hit. And then Dominators has Empowered Fall. Successful hits deal 150% burn damage but no longer staggers, and still has Leeching Fall. And then there's Cannon Blast. Cannon Blast is also one that, well, it looks cool anyway. I don't know how the damage is really going to stack up, but it looks really cool. Let's take a look. Summon a cannon and fire a powerful long-range shot that deals 100% rune damage. Greater has Penetrating Blast, which passes through enemies and cannot be blocked, and Burning Blast inflicts burn on successful hits, dealing 10% rune damage per second for 5 seconds. And then Survivors also has Burning Blast, but also has Concussive Blast, which knocks enemies down, but only deals 30% rune damage. So it's kind of like a CC. And then Dominators has Explosive Blast, which cannonball explodes on impact, dealing damage within a 3-meter radius, but damage is reduced by 20%, and also has Burning Blast. And then finally, there's Detonate, which again, no footage, but I've got Excel. Or I'm sorry, Google Sheets. My bad. So, charge yourself with explosive energy for 3 seconds, and then detonate, dealing 100% rune damage within a 5-meter radius. Greater Detonate has accelerating charge, where your movement speed is increased by 30% while charging, and empowering charge. Outgoing damage is increased by 15% while charging, but explosive damage is reduced by 20%, so it's kind of like a give and take. And then Survivors has accelerating charge and Leeching Explosion. Heal for 50% of the damage done, but explosive damage is reduced by 30%. And finally, Dominators has escalating explosion. Explosion damage is increased by 30%, but you take 15% more damage while charging, and it also has accelerating charge. So that is going to do it for the new Heartgem rune system. Again, I cannot wait for this to come out. Going to be doing a lot of testing, so hey, you know what? Join me on the PTR. We'll be helping the devs out, and we'll be getting the first look, and going to start, planning our future for when it goes live, and what we're going to take, what kind of weapons, what kind of gems we want to use. And speaking of which, check out my gem video. I don't have all the gems, but from scouring the internet and different videos, I've got a pretty good chunk of them, and they're pretty crazy. There is some insane lifesteal that's going to be happening in this game, and I'm definitely going to be trying that out. So thanks for watching, everybody, and you guys all have a great day.